Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you now how to work with dialysis tubing. So this is a roll of dialysis tubing. As you can see, it's just kind of looks like a roll of some kind of strip of plastic. Okay, but it's not. It's actually dialysis tubing. So the membrane material that it's made out of is actually porous. And it's got tiny holes in it, too small to see with the naked eye, but they're there. So really small molecules, water, stuff like that can really easily penetrate through those holes. But really large molecules, something like starch, for example, they're very large proteins, polysaccharides, compounds like that are very, very large, won't be able to get out through the holes. To use this, we first have to get it wet. So I'm going to drop it in this beaker of water and kind of let it soak there a minute, get it good and wet. And then once it's fully hydrated, doesn't take too long, I'll fish it out of here. And so the first thing we have to do is tie off one end. Okay, so I've got some string here, that I'm going to go ahead and tie a loop in the string first. Okay, so we got our loop, and now I'll fish this out, and I'm going to just kind of pinch it over a little bit, and then run this loop through it. We can pinch it some more, make it easy to loop the string around. I say that. Let me get a bit bigger piece of string here. Okay. Tie this string around one end. Easier said than done. And there we go. All right. So I'm going to tie it, do another round, another knot. Make sure it's good and tight and tied off. Okay. So we want to keep it moist at all times and start to dry out. Just dip it back in the water. And now we have to open up the other end. Now this is like those bags you get at the grocery store, or garbage bags that are really hard to get them to open up at first. So you just kind of work the opposite end here, and there we go. So and just to show you that it is actually a bag, a tube, I can fill it up, and I got the other end tied off, so it's not going to spill out the other end. And so there we go. See there. Now we can see that the tubing is full of water. So you can really just twist it and tie this off. Okay, and so now this is our dialysis tubing. In the experiment you're going to do, you're going to make two of these. And you're going to have a starch solution and some Lugols. Remember, we just used that. The Lugols reagent turned the starch black, very dark purple. And so we can use the Lugols reaction to get a clue about what's happening with the dialysis membrane. So Lugols is pretty small, very small. The Lugols molecules can easily cross through the membrane, but starch is really big. So the starch molecules can't cross through the pores of the membrane. So we will fill our dialysis tube. One tube, we're going to put starch. Instead of blue water, you're going to put starch solution on the inside and drop it in a beaker with Lugols in the beaker. And then in another one, you're going to put the Lugols on the inside of the bag and put starch on the outside. Now think about it, be thinking about what should happen. So Lugols can easily cross the membrane, but starch can't. So think about what will happen in those two scenarios. One where starch is on the inside and Lugols is outside, and the other where Lugols is inside and starch is outside. So think about that. You should be able to predict what will happen, which compartment, either the stuff on the inside of the bag or the stuff on the outside of the bag, will turn colors or if it'll turn color from the reaction. Okay, so that is the experiment we'll be doing with the dialysis tubing.